Dr. Wood, video number 2 on the dependent-codependent relationship. So let's cover the dependent for a minute. First of all, they're not a bad person. They're actually great people. They're fun to be around. Some of them have a lot to offer the world, but something happened in their childhood where someone broke their heart and broke their spirit. And when that happens, they lose. They never created identity for themselves. They don't know who they are, but they tell themselves a false story of who they are. And there's a book out there called Man's Search for Significance, not meaning, significance. It talks about 4 big lies. Nobody loves me. I don't matter. Nobody cares. These things are what creates a sense of self and a sense of identity. Who are you? If I'm going to love you, who am I loving? So if someone doesn't know who they are, and the who they are isn't something that's external. So who you are is not what you do. Like, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a mom. It's not how much money you have. It's not the car you drive. It's not how much money you have in your bank accounts. Those are external ways of valuing yourself. And the problem is they can all be taken away immediately. If you have a financial crisis, lose your business and all that stuff, lose your job, who you are disappears and you have no identity. And that's a scary place. So your identity is that you are valuable because you're alive. That's it. You are loved because you're alive. Not what you do, not what you have. So let's continue to go into, there's 4 things that we all need. Who are you? What's your purpose in life? Everyone wants significance and everyone wants love. So it starts with loving yourself first. If not, then you're looking for love outside yourself. And this becomes the dependent-codependent relationship. So the codependent was raised to just be nice to grandma, make her smile, please other people. They tend to be people pleasers. And they get significance from giving. It feels so good to give. I just love helping people. Oh, I feel so good. And the dependent loves to take. Oh, I just love it when people take care of me. I'm helpless. I'm a victim. I don't know how to feed myself. I don't know how to fish. I don't know how to catch fish. I want your fish, and you look like a good fisherman. I want you. You got the fish. So, so the whole thing of teaching a man to fish was never taught to dependent. Dependent never grew up, and they're always depending upon someone else to meet their basic core emotional needs and financial needs. And it becomes a problem because they're basically a child and they're trying to be in a mature adult relationship, and they don't have the skill set. So it's like an empty bucket. So in the beginning, what happens is you go, in the beginning, the codependent, like, I love to give, I love to serve. And so what happens is you start to put water like in a cup like this, and I'm going to hold it. I can't do it. But it's like putting water in a cup that has a hole in the bottom. So in the beginning, you put your time in, you put your love in, and you fill it into the dependent's cup because they're empty inside. They don't have a sense of, they don't love themselves, they don't care for themselves. So you put water in, they're like, oh my God, it's been so long since anybody cared about me. It feels so good. I love it. And the codependent's like, wow, it's been so long since I've been able to help anybody. I love it. But what happens is you keep putting water in this cup, and it never is full because there's a hole in it. So what happens is the relationship becomes kind of parasitic. It's like a tick and a dog. So the codependent has all this blood, has all this love and giving and caring, and the dependent feels nothing inside. So they're coming to suckle off of you, your time, your money, your emotions. And after a while, you're like, man, I'm feeling so drained, man. It started out was so great, and there's the good times, like, wow, we had this great fun, and then there's other times like, oh, I'm just exhausted. Like, it feels like all we do is it's so needy and so draining and ugh. And that's what happens. In the end, both leave unhappy. They both resent each other, and the dependent, all they can do is I hate to say it, is they're addicted to a source, and you're the source. If you're the source of their sense of identity, their sense of purpose in life, their sense of worth, and you have to feed them and clothe them, then you are the source that supplies their need because they can't fill their own needs themselves. So they'll drain you, and then it can be a really weird relationship where it gets very controlling. Two people start trying to control each other, and you'll feel this power struggle going on over who has power in the relationship. And the relationship should not be a power struggle. It should be a win-win. Two people working together. But if someone has a hole in their bucket, then they start feeling afraid and insecure, and they need to attach and latch on to somebody. And if it looks like you're starting to pull your sources away, the dependent will already have another source lined up, another boyfriend, another girlfriend, or multiple on the side lined up, that if you check out, they're going to